Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Carl. I'm a recovery coach here at Cap Recovery Center. Today is our coffee conversation meeting. And the article I have here is a guide to stay sober. So this is from reinsurancebehavioralhealth.com. If you guys want to check this article, it is reinsurancebehavioralhealth.com. So we'll hop right into it. A guide to stay sober. Thanksgiving is traditionally a time for gratitude, feasting, and being with family and friends. However, for those in early stages of recovery from alcohol or drug addiction, it's present as a unique set of challenges. The first sober Thanksgiving can be a significant milestone in your recovery journey. A testament to your resilience and commitment to sobriety, this article will provide detailed strategies and tips to help you successfully navigate your first Thanksgiving without alcohol or drugs. Make it a memorable and enjoyable occasions. All right, so setting realistic expectations. Entering your first sober Thanksgiving is crucial to set realistic expectations for yourself. Recovery is a journey, and it's normal to feel a mix of emotions during holiday gatherings. You might encounter a situation that tests your resolve, such as being around others who are drinking. It's important to recognize that it's okay not to feel perfectly at ease at all times. Embrace your emotions, whether they're positive or negative, as part of your healing process. Remember why you choose the path of recovery and the benefits it brings to your life. This advice is also part of your tips for Thanksgiving. We love one in early recovery because it's such an important step in this process. So it's like talking about newly getting sober, right? And because the holidays can be triggers. So it's talking about triggers like, Thanksgiving, Christmas, any type of holidays, people are drinking. And that's okay, right? Because it can be social drinking. Some people can drink, but knowing yourself, right, that I know I can't drink or use drugs because X, Y, and Z happens, right? So we become to know ourselves, right? And it talks about mixed emotions and feelings, and that's okay, right? Because we're gonna feel at ease people using alcohol and stuff like that. And this article talks about like it's okay to feel them emotions and feelings, right? So we have ways to deal with that today. We have different solutions than just saying, let me get a drink, right? So we can have it talks about an exit plan. We can, just say, hey, I gotta go, because we have a power of choice today, right? We can, choose to stay and dwindle in them emotions and feelings, or we have a choice to, leave, right? So, sometimes we don't feel like we want to, I don't want to say express ourselves to, friends and family how we're feeling, right? So we have to be open and honest so we can stay sober. So it's like, hey, I feel like I want to drink or whatever the case may be, I have to leave. Just sometimes you don't even have to express yourself. Just have that. Definitely have an exit plan when these things arise. So planning ahead. So we're gonna have a plan, right? So planning is key to navigating a sober Thanksgiving successfully. If you're attending a gathering where alcohol will be present, consider bringing a non-alcoholic beverage, not that you enjoy. This is not ensures you have something to drink, but can also help to sidestep an awkward question about why you are not drinking alcohol. Additionally, think about the scenarios you might encounter and how you will handle them. This could include having a response ready for when someone offers you a drink or asks you why you're not drinking. Also, plan activities or topics of conversation to keep yourself engaged and your mind off the alcohol addiction you are working to overcome. So, talking about planning ahead. So, you're going to these family functions, and people might ask you if you want to drink or why you're not drinking. That's your choice if you want to explain it to them, or you don't have to explain it, right? To me, today, like since I've been in recovery, I have no problem telling someone why I don't drink or why I'm not drinking, right? But like especially in early recovery, it can be tough, right? You don't want to feel left out. Um, People are going to ask you certain things that you're not uncomfortable with. You can just be open and honest with them. I don't drink no more, right? Well, I just don't feel like drinking. I just don't entertain it no more. Or whatever the case may be, you always don't have to express yourself, but it's always to let them know why you don't drink. So always plan ahead. Always have a game plan set in, so you don't have to feel left out. That's when you feel left alone. All right. Building a support system. Having a support system in place can make a world of difference before the holiday. Identifying friends, family members, or a sponsor who understands your journey and can offer support if you need it. Let them know about your concerns and how they can help you. During the day, additionally, consider attending a support group meeting leading up to the holiday. Hearing others share their experience and strategies can be incredibly empowering and can reinforce your own commitment to sobriety. So it talks about having a sponsor. If you don't have a sponsor, you can get somebody that you can trust or you can confide in as a mentor, or whatever that case may be. But like, you can call them and let them know, all right, I'm going to Thanksgiving dinner, I'm going to Christmas, and I might be calling you or calling somebody that I can trust. You know what I mean? Just having that game plan set. So like if something does go wrong, or if you want to use, you can always pick up the phone, right? And it talks about some support groups, and there's meetings all days and times, right? And they're even on the holidays, even on Thanksgiving, on Christmas. The meetings and support groups don't shut, a lot of them don't shut down. All right, so you can always go to a meeting. You can always call somebody you can trust. So support is very, very important, especially in sobriety. All right, starting new traditions. This Thanksgiving is the perfect opportunity to start new traditions that align with your sober lifestyle. These new traditions can help shift the focus away from alcohol and onto other meaningful activities. Consider hosting a sober dinner with friends who are also in recovery, or start your day with a gratitude meditation or journaling session to set a positive tone. You could also volunteer at a local shelter or charity event, which not only fills your time but can also be fulfilling and humbling experience. What's going on, brother? Um, yeah. So starting new traditions, right? So like new sober activities, and like today, I choose to be around people who are in recovery that don't use drugs and alcohol. So but I know I get it in the beginning. You have family and friends that drink and do other things. You know what I mean? So you can start your own traditions, and start. Recovery teaches me to have a different life, right? So I don't choose to, have people, family, friends, whoever that surround themselves with, drugs and alcohol. So starting traditions that be very important and very crucial to your recovery. What's going on, brother? He talks about, like Thanksgiving's coming up, holidays are coming up, and how family, friends, they drink and they use, especially during the holidays, and having a plan set in place. So if you're invited to a place where people are drinking, using, you always have a plan to uh, say, hey, I don't do that no more, or hey, I don't choose to drink, or whatever the case may be, so you don't have to feel left out. You know what I mean? You do anything for Thanksgiving, or
Just be with the family.
family?
Yeah.
They drink or they smoke or anything like that?
Nah, I mean, drink, but depending, I guess, I don't know if they're gonna drink. Um, yeah.
Yeah. You always always have a plan set and you know, that talks about like an exit plan, like the emotion feelings come up, you can always, you have a choice to leave and, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Says staying busy and engaged. Staying busy and engaged can significantly help in managing cravings or feelings or discomfort. Offered to help with cooking or setting up engaged games or crafts with children, or initiate conversations with family members who haven't caught up with it in a while. Engaging in activities not only helps to keep your mind off of alcohol, but also makes the day more enjoyable and memorable. I like that. So it's like keep busy, you know. So when we stay focused, you know, on our emotions and feelings, and then cravings can grow bigger and bigger. So if we distract ourselves of like helping set up, help cooking, or you know, doing activities at these gatherings, you know, you keep the focus more on that stuff, you know, so you can enjoy the Thanksgiving than honing on to like, you know, wanting to drink and use, you know. So like that's why, you know, when these emotions and feelings come up and them urges come up, you can always, you know, call somebody. That's why we always talk about having a support system. It's very important because if we stay alone with these emotions and feelings and we don't express ourselves, you know, eventually that can lead to, you know, a dark road. So practice self-care. Let's see here. Practice self-care. Self-care is an important aspect of sobriety, especially during potentially stressful times like holidays. Make sure to engage in activities that support your mental and physical well-being. This can include practices like meditation, yoga, a workout session, or simply taking a walk. Make sure you're getting enough rest, eating well, and staying hydrated. Remember, taking care of yourself is key to maintaining sobriety. Yeah, this goes on to like not just like on holidays. Self care is very important. Like throughout your whole life, you know, self care is very important because if you let go of yourself and like you know that depression can set in, that anxiety can set in, lack of sleep, lack of appetite. So these things all fester up, and then we can end up using. You know, so self care and taking care of yourself is very crucial, you know, because we like life shows up, we have life, we have family, we have jobs, we you know, we have all these things going on, and sometimes we can get wrapped up in that. You know, if we're like the last on our list, you hear a lot about that. You know, we're like the last one to take care of ourselves. So you know, sometimes we have to put ourselves first. Not trying to be selfish or sound selfish, but sometimes we have to you know, do some self care. You know, if we don't take care of ourselves, we're not taking care of nobody else. So it's very important to keep us first sometimes. All right. Having an exit strategy. Despite your best efforts, there might be moments when you feel overwhelmed. It's important to have an exit strategy for such situations. This could mean stepping outside for a breath of fresh air, taking a moment to yourself in a quiet room, or having a plan to leave the event early. If necessary, always prioritize your sobriety. If a situation feels too challenging, it's okay to remove yourself from it. And we touched on that earlier. Like it's okay to just leave. Sometimes we don't, like I said, if you feel comfortable explaining why. If you don't, that's good as too. I mean, sometimes I don't like making excuses, right? But sometimes this is a good excuse of like I have to leave. You know, I have something else to attend to. You know, because our sobriety means everything. You know, so we feel some type of way, we remove ourselves. You know, and it can be tough at times because you don't want to leave or you don't want to feel left out. You don't want to feel alone. You don't want to be judgment. You know, people look at you different. But like if you want to stay clean, sober, and live a good life, you know, there's some things we have to do. We have to remove ourselves from certain friends, certain family members. People, places, and things is very important. You know, to this day. You know, I have a little over 5 years clean. If it's something it's bothering me, or if I don't feel comfortable, you know, I address it and I remove myself. You know, as simple as that. It's we can make it bigger than we want it to be, right? Because we go in our minds of like, what if this, and simplify it. I have to leave. I got something else to attend to. I don't feel comfortable. Just have to be open and honest where you're at.
I just usually like no. Just I mean, you could either say yes or no.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I guess it's hard to say no, but I mean, you gotta say no when you gotta say no.
Yeah. Yep. You gotta say no. Because that one time, I know for me, that one time is going to lead to many others. So if my life is not worth it today, but like this article is very good because because life shows up. We have like the holidays, and that's triggers for a lot of people, because people are drinking or using or whatever, having a good time, and everybody's not the same, because people can social drink and enjoy, a glass of wine or a beer. I don't pass judgment against that, but like knowing myself, I can't do it. That's okay too. So you can't feel ashamed or you can't, pass yourself up because you can't partake in that. It's just I know myself today and I can't do it. Um, that's as simple as no. You know. Let's see here. Reflecting on gratitude. Thanksgiving is fundamentally about gratitude, and reflecting on things you're thankful for can be particularly powerful when you're in recovery. Take time to acknowledge the progress you made in your sobriety journey. Consider writing down what you're grateful for, or sharing your reflections with a friend or family member. Focusing on the positive aspects of your life can provide strength and perspective, especially during challenging times. I like that. We were just talking about earlier. We had a meeting earlier. Like I was always locked up for Thanksgiving. Some of the holidays, but like it's weird. Like every almost Thanksgiving time, I was always incarcerated. So like I keep the focus on gratitude. Like I have a life and I have freedom, so I can partake in Thanksgiving today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, quite grateful.
Yeah, very grateful, man, because like I could be locked up, I can be dead, I can be out on the streets, I can be using, and
Not in time with family and stuff.
yeah, I was always incarcerated or I was away, maybe in treatment or I wasn't just being present. I was always on the street using, so I focus on, spending quality time with friends and family on holidays. So I try to keep the focus on that than the using part, that can help you with the emotions and feelings of like wanting to use or that negative, like, man, I want to be here, but I don't want to be here because of the drugs and alcohol. But that, it changes over time. If you're actively working on yourself and actively working on your recovery, that does change over time. People get to understand you more, why you don't drink or why you can't drink. And they, a lot of them understand, some won't understand, and some of them will continue to like, I'm not going to bring drugs or alcohol around you. You know what I mean? So they'll understand, but some of them don't. So that's the ones I can't associate with. So if people love and care about you, and they care the best for you and want your well-being, to you to live a good life, they'll understand and respect your decisions. Do you have any people like that respect what you're trying to do, for your sobriety? So that's good people that you want to be around. So the last one is handling questions about your sobriety. So this can be difficult at times, right? It's possible that people at your Thanksgiving gathering will have questions about your sobriety. Decide in advance how much you're comfortable sharing. You don't owe anyone a detailed explanation. Very true. Sometimes a simple response like, I'm not drinking today, or I'm focused on my health enough. Remember, your journey is personal and you have the right to share as much or as little as you feel comfortable. This is very good stuff right here. Your first sober Thanksgiving is more than just a holiday. It's a significant milestone in your recovery journey. With the right approach, it can be a day-to-day of joy, gratitude, and reflection. And if you need support along the way, Reinsurance Behavioral Health is here to guide you through every step of your journey towards a fulfilling sober life. Your first sober Thanksgiving marks an important step in your journey of recovery. With a careful planning, support, and the right mindset, you can navigate this holiday with grace and strength. Remember, every step you take toward maintaining your sobriety, especially during challenging times like the holidays, is a testament to your resilience and commitment to a healthier life. Celebrate your progress and know that with each challenge you overcome, you grow stronger and more capable. And Reinsurance Behavioral Health, we're dedicated to supporting you on this journey. Offering the care, resources, and community you need to thrive in sobriety. Get started today by this gives you a number and stuff like that from the article. But it's handling questions about your sobriety. And that can be tough in early recovery, because you have to explain yourself, and they might ask you more questions, and sometimes you're not comfortable with sharing some of the stuff, and that's okay too. You have a choice to share what you want and share what you don't want, so that grows over time. The more comfortable you being clean and sober, the more comfortable, more of your sharing, why you don't drink, that changes over time, So for me today, it comes naturally, but in the beginning, it can be tough, but that's okay too. We have challenges, but like through the holidays, it can be tough because, when we first get clean and sober, but that's awesome because like it talks about being a milestone. This can be your first clean and sober Thanksgiving and holidays. Man, that's big. And once you see yourself going through these things and getting over these holidays without use of drugs and alcohol, you start to feel better about yourself, right? So that was definitely a good article. It's a guide to stay sober. It's definitely through life, the holidays, and that was our coffee conversation meeting, and that was the end of our article. I appreciate you showing up, brother. Until next time, we'll see you later.